In this video, we're going to look at models for image classification, in particular a model called VGG that has a very simple uniform structure, but it's fairly deep. There's several versions of it. We're going to use the 16-layer version. There's also a 19-layer version. This was one of the models that had one of the highest scores in the ImageNet competition in 2014. So to find out a bit more about the ImageNet competition, I'm going to show you the dataset this model was trained on. ImageNet is basically the task in ImageNet is to map images into one of about 1,000 object categories. And so the images look like the following. Let's look at the browse function here. So these are the different categories in the image. So we have a lot of animal types: English Settler, Australian Terrier, Egyptian Cat, etc. And if you click on one of these scene sets, we should see some examples of, for example, I think I clicked on the Great Dane. We should see some examples from the ImageNet dataset of Great Dane pictures. Alright, so that's taking some time. Oh, there we go. Images of the scene set. Yep, and so these were all Great Dane pictures that were used in the competition. And you can see that it's not a very trivial task, because these dogs are seen in very, very different environments. The models are supposed to tell us if there is a Great Dane in the picture or not. Alright, so we implemented VGG here using Knet, and I'm going to just quickly run it on a couple of examples for you. So the first code box loads up the code. Here's the different options that this particular implementation supports. So we can specify a model, how many classes, how many top ranked classes do we want to display for each image, etc. So we're first going to try it on this image I found, which is an elephant. Okay, here's the elephant image from the internet, and we're going to feed that to VGG to get its predictions. And as we can see, the top ranked class is a tusker, the second one is an Indian elephant, the third one is an African elephant, and then the probabilities go down way low after this. So one thing you can do to play with this demo is you can find images of different types from the internet. So here's a Google image search. Let me search for images of trucks, for example. Okay, there's a bunch of trucks. Let's pick this one. I need to find the URL of this image. There we go. Do I have a... Let's visit the original page. And there's our image. I'm going to copy its address here. Go ahead and paste it over here as an argument to VGG main. There we go. And if I hit Shift Enter, I should be able to see what the VGG model thinks this image is. And it gives 90% probability to the class trailer truck, tractor trailer, trucking rig, articulated lorry, etc. And then moving van is the second class, and then the probabilities fall below 1%. So have fun playing with different images. The accuracy of this particular model in the official ImageNet challenge test set is about 7.5% error rate, but note that this is a top 5 error rate, so basically there's a 7.5% chance of not having the correct category in the top 5 listed, as we saw in the